recorded this computer. All right, I'm going to start recording now. Thank you all so much for being on the Created Equal call. This call tonight is to prayerfully give out some deliverables in preparation for launch day, which is going to be April 1. Also to get some feedback and ideas from everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We have currently on the call Michelle Early in Baltimore, Maryland. Which, no, you're not in Baltimore. You're in Fredericks.
Mm-hmm.
She's in Fredericks, Maryland. And Carla Chalk, who is in North Houston. She may be in Humble, I think. You're in Humble? She's in Humble. All right. So she's in Humble, Texas, which is on the other side of Houston. And Monique Boone should be calling back in. She has a little sickness on her body, but we're going to pray that she gets better.
Yes, pray for me. I'm here.
Oh, she's there. We're going to pray for Monique that she get all the way better. So we're going to get started. I have a couple of slides that I'll show y'all. But tonight, we really just want to, one, make sure everybody is as excited as they could possibly be for April the 1st, which is for us in the Christian community. Resurrection Sunday, great day that we will celebrate and commemorate and honor the resurrection of our Savior. But it's also the launch day of Created Equal. So in my time of preparing and thinking through what that day would look like, it has shifted some, but not a whole lot. The goal is still the same, to announce and to let people know about Created Equal, give them an opportunity to join the movement, purchase a t-shirt, and the idea again for Created Equal, it's not about the shirt or any other apparel that will come along with it as we just continue on in the movement. It's about people understanding who they are, what they've been called to do, and the impact that they're supposed to have in the world. And this message is a universal message for all people, men, women, children, those that are born with sickness and disease, people who feel like they have been counted out. This message is for everybody, that once people understand who they really are, they understand there's something that I'm supposed to do, and what I'm supposed to do should impact the world that I live in. The message goes on to let people know that we've all been given an area of influence, and we have to do our best to maximize the influence that we've been given. And many people, they don't maximize their influence because they don't see their influence as being important. So even if your influence is only the 10-block radius where you live, it's still an important impact that you will have, because you don't know who lives in that 10-block radius. You don't know what next star lives in that area, what congressman, what president. But if you go out and do what you're supposed to do and get them to see that there's something for them to do, their lives will be changed, and then the world will be changed. So everybody's created equal. Equality doesn't mean that I'm better than you or that I'm less than you, but equality means that I'm just me. So that's kind of the message of Created Equal. I'm going to go over a couple of things just in preparation for, and I'm going to share my screen with you all. And let's go there. Share screen. Let's see. Oh, there it is. All right, can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So team meeting tonight, Created Equal. A couple things we're going to talk about, the key elements for tonight. We're going to talk about vision, and I just talked about that, just kind of like what a Created Equal is. The second thing we'll talk about is actual launch day, and I'll need your input on things that we may need to think about, change, consider, and how we do it and how we can do it as a team. And it can be impactful as it can be. The third thing that we're going to talk about is the second quarter. We're actually in the first quarter of the year. The second quarter will start actually in April on the day of launch day. That'll start the second quarter, and there'll be some things that we need to do after we launch in the second quarter. And then I also have some information in here about the third quarter and the fourth quarter, some ideas that I have. So we'll get to that. So the first thing is, what is the vision? The vision of Created Equal is to ignite hope, give courage, and remove barriers. And we get people to understand who they are, what they have been called to do, and the impact they should have in the world. So that's the spiel about Created Equal. Like, so my cousin Michelle has a little beautiful niece, this little beautiful butterfly. And if at the age that she is now, how old is your niece now, Michelle?
She's 90. 90.
She is
She
90.
acts like a 90-year-old woman. She's 6. She'll be 7 in May.
So she's 6, right? So she's 6, and I
Mhm.
have a 7-year-old nephew. And Monique and Carla both have beautiful children. But just think, if where they are now, if they could really understand who they are, like that they were created to make an impact. If they can understand that now, certain things in life, they would face them, but they would be able to overcome certain things differently because they believe differently about themselves. So that's the whole idea of, Created Equal. To one, get our beautiful brown children to see that I am created equal to anybody else, and to get our
Right.
Caucasian or our lighter skin or darker skin brothers and sisters to see I'm no better than anybody else, and I'm not less than anybody else. I'm just me, and I have something to do, and there's an impact that I'm supposed to have in the world. So like, that's the spill of us. So the second thing is launch day. So launch day is April 1st. And there are a lot of things that need to happen and that I need your help with. And I'm going to come up missing from the screen for a minute because I lost my pencil. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, I found somebody's pen. Let's see if it works. I hate to find a pen in the house and then it don't work. And you're like, why did you even find that pen? Okay, I found the pen. It works. So I'm going to write while we talk, and feel free to jump in anywhere with any thoughts or ideas that you may have. So I'm going to tell you what I feel like launch day, what it will look like or what I would like for it to look like, but I may be missing something. And that's the reason why we've created a team, and one reason why we're recording it, so other people who aren't able to make it during the actual call or video, they can chime in later, hear what we've talked about, see if something needs to be added or subtracted, makes sense, don't make sense, whatever. So this is what I feel like launch day is supposed to look like. So 10 days, or will look like. 10 days leading up to launch day, I'll start posting a countdown, right? So every day there'll be a countdown, but the countdown will be one of those, something's coming soon. Don't know, nobody knows what it is. I'm also planning to do a couple of teaser videos, just talking, just like having a conversation about things I've done, and a call to do something different and a call to be different. I'll be posting those, and my ask is, if you feel comfortable sharing that on your social media, do that, just to create a buzz. People trying to figure out what is it, and we'll just tease up until the day of. 5 days too, so that's 10 days out. That'll start with a countdown. It'll be like a little graphic countdown, and it'll be the same one every day. One will be 10 days, 9 days, 8 days, 7 days. It'll go down to one. Then you'll have V-Day. And then at 5 days, there is a video that I'm working on that will be like a video teaser, but the video will actually explain Created Equal. But the video teaser will open with like some quotes about equality. It'll open with people saying it, Created Equal or equality, the word equality, and just kind of a few little tidbits, fast movement, things like that. And it'll just give a little small teaser, and then be like, coming soon, 5 days away, something like that. And that'll be really cool. And then on day one, or launch day, April 1st, the full video will play, which will talk about equality, people who stood up for the equality of all people, understanding why it's important that we understand who we are, what we've been called to do, and the impact that we're supposed to make on the world that we live in. And it'll be a video about that. And then we'll tell people about it. Today is the day. Go to the website, join the movement, purchase a t-shirt, and let's make this a global initiative for the world. That's kind of what will happen. So that's 10 days, then we get to 5 days, and then 5 days the video will start, and you'll get that little snippet every day, and then till you get to the final day, which will be April the 1st, the full video will play, and then people will announce Created Equal. The website will be live that day, and I think we're changing the website platform, because initially I was going to do the website through a regular website hosting, but I'm finding that Shopify is a lot easier for selling stuff. So we're going to do it that way. Just been doing some research about it to make it the easiest to keep up with, for things to be tracked. And when we start doing shipping and stuff like that, programs that are created for that will help with tracking what you've done, making sure people get their stuff, you know. So it'll just be a lot easier, and we'll be able to streamline the process. And all of that will happen from here in Houston in the living room. And I'll show y'all this, the living room. All of that will happen right here in the living room. That packaging, my sister will probably put me out, but the packaging, all of that will happen right here. So if you live in and around the city of Houston, you can just come over and help me package. You got kids, family, bring it over here, and we can package, right? So, so that's day one. That's leading up to day one. What I want day one to look like, or April 1st to look like, or day zero, is there'll be some posting, and I'm still trying to figure out. So I've been on Facebook researching creating a filter, right? And I did it, and I tested it, and it was rejected. So I have to figure out, and I'm going to get my niece to figure it out when she gets back, because you know those millennial minds sometimes can do stuff a little bit longer. So get her to figure out how to create the filter, because I want the filter to be what we share, and people just post a picture saying create it equal. So whatever your picture is, and I know you guys have seen it, and I can't, okay, now I can see y'all. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second so I can see y'all faces. So I know you've seen it where you can join some sort of a movement or a cause on Facebook. You just click it and it becomes the filter over your picture. And so I know for Michelle, since you're on social media, one day I'll figure out how to get it to you before then. Or even if I send it to you, you just add it to a picture and you can post it. And so that will be day one, just like posting about it. I'll be posting every hour, doing some videos, excited. The website will go live, and the pictures that we take, in that prior to, there'll be a mini photo shoot that'll happen with some people in the shirt. So it'll be live people in the actual shirt, or real people, should I say, in the actual shirt. So pictures of them will go up that day, and information, how you get the shirt, where you get the shirt, you need a shirt, things like that. All of that will happen on April the 1st. Everything will go live. People are going to go crazy, be excited about it. I'll do videos, and my ask for those that are on social media: share, like, get people involved in the conversation. Start a conversation of your own if you believe in the movement. And we just push it out that way. And that will be launch day. So that's what I have in my head. What are you guys thinking? Don't be nervous. Unmute yourself, Carla. We can't hear you. And Monique act like she over there doing work. I mean, you know, y'all can't be just doing no work. I want to know what y'all thinking. Tell me what you think. Does it sound good? Does it sound like, am I missing something?
No, I don't think you're missing something. The video that you said you were going to do, were you going to have like other people talking in the video too? Like the full length video, not just the snippet that'll come out on day 5.
So it would be like, no, but I can, because it's not produced yet. So it's very possible. And so when you say that, tell me what thought you're having.
Kind of like a video montage where, like, you know, you speak first, like, you know, my name is Sheree Johnson, and, you know, I've done this and that, but this is my focus, you know, kind of saying what you're doing right now. And then, you know, you kind of show real world, like real people, maybe real people out wearing your shirt, walking about, and then it's kind of like an interview with them. So like the camera focuses on them, and, you know, they're answering a question like, well, why do you believe you were created equal? What is created equal to you? And you know, why are you here? Why do you support this movement? And then you kind of like flash to like another person doing the same thing. So it's kind of like mini interviews, but it's basically it's a whole dialogue, and then like in my mind I see, girl, I don't even know who producing this video for you, but I mean who's directing this video, but here I am giving you work. But like having all of them come together towards the end and saying, you know, I am created equal, just ending with I am created equal, you know, or something like that. Or I am created equal because, and like fill in the blank and have like everybody answer that in the shirt, you know, in their uniqueness of how they wear the shirt, what the shirt means to them. But I am created equal because.
So that would be the question. That would be like the universal question for everybody. I like that. I am created equal because. Yeah, that's very doable. Because what's funny is while you were talking, I wrote down, Michelle will create the question. And you came up with it already. There it is, right there. You already had it. You was already ready. There you go, right there. Okay, I like that. So that could work for the video.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else? Any thoughts? Does it sound complete? Does it sound like it makes sense? Anything, does it seem like it's anything that we are missing?
No, it makes sense to me. I like the countdown.
So, okay, we like the countdown. We're going to move around some stuff with the video. We're asking the question, I am created equal because, or that will be the prompt that people will start the dialogue about being created equal for the video. That will be for the complete video, but the teaser will be just teasers starting at day 5 days out. Because today we're 16 days out. Yay. Ooh. Let's see what else. Anybody else? Any other thoughts about it? So V-Day or promo day or launch day will really be, so an e-blast will also go out on that day. And it'll have a flyer attached to it where people want to, because you may miss some people who are not on, I may miss people who are not on social media. So e-blast will go out that day. So it'll be more social media driven, and the posts that will come from, and I'll give you all more information about it, but any posts that I post on Instagram, I will tag the Created Equal Instagram page. And what I would ask is that you all will do the same. So if you're on Instagram, tag the Created Equal Instagram page to get people to go to that page. And then that things that will be posted that day will be sponsored ads. So that will also reach a different audience. So it won't just reach the 20 people on my page. It'll try to reach other people because I'm going to try to make it as wide as I can, the audience of people that it can hit. So then when they click on,
Carter?
yes. Hey, Carter.
Oh, yeah. So on the website, you said the website will be up and running by launch day, right?
Yes.
Okay. Will there be like shirts already designed and ready for purchase? Because some people might see it and like, oh yes, that's cool, or maybe like some printable flyers, maybe too. It's already designed where they can just print them off, you know, to kind of like spearhead, you know, join the movement, take pictures with it. You know what I mean?
So you said like a printable flyer?
Like not a flyer, but like a printable sign where they can just click on it to PDF or something they can print off.
Gotcha. Yes, that is very possible. So it's like a I think it's called a filter as well, where it's like in a PNG format where if they print it, it's still clear in the middle and not white. But yes, that don't let me forget that on the printable sign to download from the actual site.
Yeah.
So do you see that being something that like we make a space on the site for that? They can click download And then, so are we going to put like a blurb on there that says download this and take a picture with it? Are we going to give them instructions for that?
I mean, yeah. You know, there's to just say printable download. And then that way, because, you know, this day and age, people don't really need instructions on what to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Printable download. I do like that. That's pretty fly.
You gonna have wristbands?
Yes, I do want to have wristbands. Wristbands is on my list.
What about pants? Warm up. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. Things I know that I will wear.
So we won't do any other apparel right off. So like we would do apparel as like a special promotion, because additional apparel as something special if we're doing something special, because it won't be about the apparel, it's more about the movement. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know, but because, you know, people like to be a part of the tribe. So
Gotcha.
I would think that the apparel is part of the movement because people like to wear stuff that showcases that they're a part of something. That's all I would say.
Yeah, and I want to increase like what we're able. What's it say? I do want to increase.
I was just gonna say, you know, that was really nice.
Wait, say it again, Michelle.
I think like pins. So there's this place called Vertical Dreams Pin on Instagram. Pins like black. The other one had pictures.
Your phone break. Your computer breaking up, Michelle. I can't hear nothing you say. Oh wait, her face went away. Oh wait, I see her name, but I don't see her face. Who got a dog?
That's my dog.
Oh, I was like, who got the dog? I didn't think anybody on this call had a dog, but I forgot you do have a dog. Okay, Michelle, I can't hear you, but I can see your name, but I don't hear your voice.
Hello?
You sound like you breaking up, like you went underwater. There's the face again.
Oh, yay, I'm here.
Okay, I hear you well now. There you go.
Okay, so having like a pin. So in addition to maybe a span, having a pin so that you could put on your lapel, something that you can wear outside that kind of goes along with it too. There's this thing called Radical Dreams Pin, and they have like a pin of like Auntie Maxine that I'm reclaiming my time. I'm Black, Issa Rae, and you know they have a lot of different like culturally acceptable or culturally relevant pins, and I thought a pin for created equal would be nice too. I don't know how much that costs. I don't know the effect of any of that, but I think I could see created equal on the pin. That way you could wear it everywhere. So in a place where you may not be able to wear a t-shirt because you work in a business office in a typical 9-to-5, or you know, maybe you can't find your wristband or whatever, but you can put that pin on your lapel and or on your jacket or whatever and just go about your day.
Oh, I like that. Wait, you have a Reclaiming My Time pin, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I thought I saw. Okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm. You know, I had to get Auntie Maxine.
Auntie, don't play with Auntie.
Mm-hmm.
Maxine, she be aggravated. Okay, so I like lapel pin, printable downloads, wristbands, increased apparel. As we move further into the movement. Anybody else with any thoughts about launch day? And then I'll move to what else I need as we prepare for quarter 2 and 3 and 4. So one of the things that I've had to do is realize that a movement is not created in 3 days. And so because the way my personality works, I be wanting everything today. Like, I think fast food was created for me because I be wanting my stuff right now. So I realized that we have to plan it out to make it make sense, two, to ensure the impact and longevity. I really want to build and do the groundwork to make sure we build something sustainable and something that will be that will outlive us. So anybody else with a thought about April 1st and what we'll do leading up to April 1st? Anybody else? All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. I can figure that part out one more time. Screen share. Share screen. Okay, so now we're at second quarter. So the second quarter is April through June, and these are the things that I really need help with for the second quarter for us to, one, keep the momentum and to get ready. So a promo box needs to be designed and it needs to be developed. There's a mailer campaign, and the mailer campaign is where we'll select 2 organizations or people in 25 different cities to connect with and send created equal promo boxes to. So what that looks like is we need to select 25 cities, and I need us to use our manpower. So that will be each person taking a few cities each and thinking about what is an organization or a person that I'm going to work to get some face-to-face time, even if it's phone to FaceTime with, to get their contact information, get a mailing address, get a number to speak to somebody about Created Equal to send them a promo box. So let's say we pick, one of the cities is Chicago. So we say Chicago, Illinois, that's the city, and we want to get in touch with whoever's the hottest radio DJ there. Figure out how do we, who do we need to call to get either some FaceTime, some email time or something with that person, have a conversation with them, exchange an email with them about Created Equal, and then let them know in a few weeks you're going to receive a box and it's from Created Equal, like to get a person who we're sending it to so that we know it's going to a person. And that will be 2 people or a person in an organization or 2 organizations. What organization? Boys and Girls Club. It could be a women's rights organization, equality organization, something. So we need to identify 25 cities that we want to connect with, and we need to do our due diligence to find those people. We'll create a spreadsheet that we can circulate amongst each other so all of that information can be housed in one place as far as the contact information, so that when it's time to do the shipping, of course, that'll happen from the living room. And we'll have the information that we need to make sure that's done. So that's one thing I need help with. And if you are gifted in that and want to be a part of helping in that, that will be great. It just takes some research time. The second thing is, ignore that second line. I don't know what I was going to say. The third thing is ambassador cities. So I want to select 5 cities that we will go to and that will take the message of Created Equal to. So I want to select 5 different cities that we will visit by the end of the year, and we'll go to them and we'll take the message of Created Equal. We'll create an entire show per se. So the show may just be some speaking, advertising of what we have as products, and then us just talking about the message of Created Equal. So I want to find 5 ambassador cities and then go to those ambassador cities. So what are ambassador cities? I think an ambassador city, or a great way to have an ambassador city, would be to pick a city where we have influence. So that may mean, so let's say Monique's baby sister lives in, what part of Louisiana, Monique? Is it Natchitoches? Monique Boone. Well, Samir lives in Louisiana, right? So Samir has some influence in Louisiana. So we would want to talk to somebody like Samir about being an ambassador for the city of Louisiana for Created Equal. So what she would do, she would be our boots on the ground, the person who would talk to somebody, talk to a small venue, and see if we can come in and host a Created Equal Day where we would come, we would create the same presentation at every city. So from city 1 through 5, they'll get the same presentation where we'll come in and we'll talk about being created equal, getting people to understand who they are, what they've been called to do, and the impact that they'll have in the world that they live in. And that's what I think it will be very impactful. And I want to do that starting in the 4th quarter of this year. And you'll see that when I show you the different quarters. So we need to select 5 ambassador cities. So there will be a city that you have influence in. It could be the Baltimore city. So, well, Michelle lives in Fredericks, but that's kind of like Baltimore. If you don't know where Fredericks is, it's kind of like the same. If you don't know where Fredericks is, it's all the same. It really is. It's not DC, but it's not like Virginia. It's still Baltimore. So
Yeah.
Michelle could be our Maryland ambassador or someone she knows. Doesn't have to necessarily be her. She doesn't have the capacity for it. But if she knows someone of influence that could get us a room of 25 people that could hear the message, 25 people who we feel need the message. That could be 25 kids. That could be 25 women. That could be 25 men and women, and get us in the room with those people to share the message of Created Equal. Carla is from St. Louis. I was going to say Illinois. She is not from Illinois. She is from St. Louis. She may know people there of influence in the St. Louis area. She may know someone who can get us in front of 25 people, kids. It could be a youth center, something where we take Created Equal there to them. So we need help with selecting ambassador cities. And then the next thing is I need help with researching what our promo packaging is going to look like. So I did a little, what did I do? I did some internet searching, like trying to find cool t-shirt packaging. And it's a lot of stuff out there. But because of the way my mind operates, I will spend hours doing that and not get a chance to do the other 727 things that I have to do. So I think if as a team, someone else or other people take on going out there, researching 2 or 3 options and bringing those options back, and then letting us make a decision based on size, based on amount, time that it takes to get it back, that will definitely help in making sure we get that done. So we need research done on the packaging. We need to select 5 ambassador cities, and they will be cities where we either have influence or know someone who has some sort of influence. The mailer campaign is something we need help with, and that's selecting 2 organizations or people in 25 different cities to connect with to send Created Equal promo boxes. And then the actual, figuring out the promo box itself is what will be the packaging. That's kind of the same thing. I think that was the few things that I needed help with. And then the other one is the stars, the people of notoriety. So a part of that mailer campaign, we would include the people of notoriety that we want to figure out. How do we send something to Janet Jackson? I want to send a shirt to Janet Jackson and a promo box that says, you need to check out Created Equal. So including the mailer campaign will be also that. Anybody have any thoughts about that? Does that sound like it makes sense? Anything sound like it's missing? What are your thoughts on that right there?
Oh, it makes sense. Makes perfect sense. No, it makes sense.
So is there anything on here that anybody wants to be included in, like, okay, I'll be a part of this, I'll be a part of that, helping with there are 3 major things that that I know I need done before the end of the 2nd quarter. End of the 2nd quarter will be June. We'll need to do the mailer campaign. So the actual mailing would happen the beginning of the next quarter, which will be June, July, be the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And so we need people to be on the mailer campaign committee, as well as if you have somebody in that you think will be a great ambassador for our city, or if you want to be an ambassador for a city, let me know that. And then also, or if you want to be on the committee of people researching packaging, what would the promo packaging look like? What will we add to it? Like, and you could use your own creativity to be like, okay, so I saw a box. It could be a box with a one-sheeter about Created Equal, a place for a t-shirt, a place for a pen, a place for, so like these promo boxes would be, you know, I would eat the expense for it, but it would be more than just somebody getting a t-shirt. It would be more than just somebody getting a wristband. They would get like everything we have to offer, and even something we potentially will never have to offer. So if you say, you know, I talked to a person of notoriety that we want to send it to is a representative at a fitness company, and you say we should include in their box a water bottle, then we will get a water bottle created, if that makes sense. So like those could be a little tailored, and they'll be, you know, we'll work out costs and things like that. But somebody needs to be on the committee, or several people, of figuring out what this box is going to look like and what it's going to have in it. So whatever's in it for one person, I'm thinking should be in it for everybody, but we figure out what we want in that box. So those are the things that I need, like hands with selecting the ambassador cities, and figuring out, you know, is it going to be people we know in these ambassador cities? Or if you say in the city that I live in or the city that I'm from, I'll be an ambassador for that city. I'll be responsible for talking it up and trying to figure out how we can do some sort of collaboration with the organization, the company there that will let us come to their city and do a pop-up conversation about being created equal. And as we get closer to that, because that would be Q4, I'll give you more information on what that will really look like. Because in a marketing meeting that I had, one of the things that we discussed that could happen in those small venues. So let's say, for instance, Michelle has influence with the Boys and Girls Club there, or a club of young people who are diverse and they need to hear the message of Created Equal. She said we could probably get about 25 kids in a room, make it an intimate setting. What we would do leading up to it, we would select people in that area to be a Created Equal award winner, right? So we would say, okay, we're coming to that area. Then we would advertise before we come to that area, you know, or even talk to people. Who do you know, have people to submit people. Who do you know that's overcome something and that may have had a unique story or have it be unique, and they've done something to overcome their uniqueness. So you may say, Michelle, oh, well, I know a kid named Monique who did that. Then I know this other kid, and then I know this lady. So then we would take those three people and we would give them a Created Equal award. So the evening that we would spend with them, it would be very scripted, to where there will be a speech where we'll talk about what Created Equal is, but we'll also give awards to local heroes who live out what Created Equal is. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the day wouldn't just be about me coming to speak, us bringing product. It would really be about us lifting up people in that area who would be considered a local hero who embodies what it means to be Created Equal. Somebody who's overcome, somebody who have, no matter what I've dealt with in life, I took life by the horns, realized who I am, what I've been called to do, and the impact I'm going to make in the world. And then that moment will be kind of narrated by video, because we'll know who those people are prior to. So we'll have a little video with a picture of the little girl, Monique, who had this hardship, but she overcame it. And this is why she is local hero, Created Equal. Then we'll move to this person and that person. So our time together will probably be about 90 minutes, but it'll be very scripted. And we can talk more about that as we get closer to that phase. But I just wanted to give you guys a teaser of what that could look like, what our 5-city tour would look like. So I got you three on the phone. What area do you feel like you can assist with? Researching packaging, using your creativity to figure out what should be in the promo package, Google promo packages. Kim Kardashian does an amazing job with promo packaging. Anastasia, the makeup line, they do a great job with promo packaging. Nike does a great job with promo packaging. So these are like people you can Google to figure out like what are they putting in their promo package. So what happens when certain, like Chanel did an amazing promo package. So like the Chanel makeup line, they came out with a new line of stuff, right? And so to major stars, they send this elaborate box with samples of everything that just came out. And so I follow people to learn, and that'd be my homework on some days. So social media becomes homework because you get to see what happens. So I follow like several people, and so several different people that I follow got the Chanel promo box. And so what they're doing is they got their phones and they're videoing the whole time. Oh my God, Chanel sent me something. So then it's like beautiful, and it opens up like, then it has the compact and the this and the that, or whatever little gift they've given them. Kim Kardashian did the same thing with her latest perfume that came out for Valentine's Day. The promo package was this big chocolate heart, and the inside of it was the perfume, but she sent that to people who were like the mainstream stars who got it, appreciated it, but they haven't. So we need somebody researching promo packaging, or more than one person researching that. We need people to take 1 or 2 of the 25 cities to pick 2 organizations that we would reach out to contact. And then the third thing was ambassador cities, figuring out what cities, the 5 cities that will become our ambassador cities. So if you say, well, hey, I have influence here, I want this, or my cousin lives in, and they do, or they are, and I know they would be willing to jump on, and you're willing to have those conversations, I can jump in those conversations to give more information. We can start face-to-face dialogue, or whatever, phone-to-phone or email-to-email dialogue. If you know somebody in the area that you want me to talk to give them more information, I'm willing to do that. So those are the 3 areas. Any takers so far today?
I'm interested in the promo box, and I'll let you know what 2 cities by the end of this week.
Cool. All right. And so the cities that you are, why do I keep losing my pen? Are you looking at ambassador cities or cities where that would have a person or an organization there that we could reach out to get information to them?
Person or organization.
Okay. So it would be for the mailing campaign.
Yes.
And because you can write me down for ambassador, how somehow handle the DMV itself, seeing what I can do. Got to pull out some Crimson and Cream favors, but I got you.
Pull out some of them Crimson and Cream favors.
Look, I'm gonna have to.
Tell him.
I'm gonna have to a lot, especially.
So
I have a lot of them here who are educators, so especially like school principals. So definitely will pull on that leg. So I got you for that. And I'll even see if I can talk to some of my line sisters who aren't in Maryland anymore, because I know I have one in New York. I have one in Phoenix, and then one in somewhere in California. Oh, and then my one in Texas, my line sister who got married when I came down there.
Yes.
She's still down there.
Okay, awesome. So,
but she has a different branch of Texas community, so we can still cover that.
So when you're doing that, as you're putting feelers, if there's something that you need from me, just let me know. If that's verbiage, if that's a write-up of some sort, and I'm working to put all of that one place, a one-sheeter.
Yeah, if you could give me both of those, that would be great.
Cool. I'll get working on making sure the one-sheeter and the write-up is done about it. Anybody else? So we have mailer campaign, ambassadors, and then we have promo box. And Carla, you said you're gonna you would like to work on finding the research and the promo box stuff?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Anything strike your attention, Monique Danielle Boone?
She's still on mute.
She on mute. She over there sick with them babies. I hope she's not over there like passing it to them. Oh, she's in for promo packaging research. Sorry, I missed tonight. My class went over. How do I finish recording? I will send it to you shortly. Oh, that was Courtney. She missed it. Her class went over tonight. Monique is in for promo packaging research. So she's gonna text message me because she don't want to talk on the phone. Mobile. All right, great. And I know I'll be able to count on Courtney for research. And Courtney, I know when you hear this, you're gonna be like, "How she just gonna throw my name in?" But Courtney, I think you would be good with research, and I do think you would be good with Ambassador City, and all of that right there. Monique said she muted.
What about your niece?
And Rachel, she's on spring break this week, so she's in Atlanta. Y'all, let's say a prayer for Rachel.
Wait
All
a
right.
minute. Okay.
She's in school now. She went back to school. So her and her school friends.
I meant the whole going to
together.
Atlanta not taking me, but
Oh, that part, yeah. She with her friends. She didn't take
that
her.
part.
She with her friends.
She thinks she grinding something. Excuse me. Okay.
They had some
Right.
hair down here. Hot mess. So I don't know what all Rachel will want to do, but I will definitely. She'll get the recording, so we'll see what she get ready to be doing. And then we have Shaletta. She's in Chicago. Say it again, Michelle. I missed what you said.
I said she's family. Volunteer her for something.
Yeah, I'm a volunteer. So I'm trying to think what I'm a volunteer Rachel for. Oh, she could do some research too. Definitely do some research. You know, these
She's
children.
very personable, so I know she can handle them 25 cities.
And then there's 2 cities. Put Rachel on there.
I love you, Rachel.
And I do have some social media stuff that I am going to have her working on, figuring out this filter situation, and also how to do those little video things on Instagram. All right, this is good. Thank y'all so much. Okay, Monique, you are unmuted now, so I don't know how that happened, but if you wanted to say something, you can at this point. Because you're not muted and stuff. All right, this is good. So really quickly, I'm going to show y'all. So those are the things that we need. Really quickly, I'll just show you. I'm going to share the screen one more time, and then we will jump off of here so you guys can have the rest of your evening. So that's the second quarter. So in the third quarter, which would be July through September, and we'll talk about this in another couple of weeks when we meet again before the first. Well, actually after the first, we will talk about some pop-up shops and some speaking opportunities that we'll do locally here in the city. So there are a couple of things I just wanted you guys to see it, and I'll send this PowerPoint. It'll be attached to the email that'll have the recording. But there are a couple of things that happen here in the city that's very local, like where I live. They have like this very eclectic, fun, citywide unity trade show once a month, and it happens in the area, so you can just put a tent there. You rent space and put a tent like a pop-up shop. So we'll do some pop-up shops in the city at some restaurants and places like that. So we're working on some partnerships to ever do some pop-up shops and speaking opportunities in the city and all of that. Anything that comes by way of funds will just go to push the movement. But at third quarter and then fourth quarter will be the 5-city tour. So the goal is October through December. We've talked up Creative Equal. We've talked about it. We'll be continuing to push it on social media, and we'll be preparing for that 5-city tour. And then the last thing is Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. So we're going to do something that to some may seem impossible, But I promise you, it is possible because with man, it seems impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And that's my spiel for the evening. It is possible to do. I believe in the message of Created Equal. I believe that this message will touch the world. And I am so honored that you guys would help in pushing something that is not about a person in particular, but it's about people and the people in the world that we've all been called to serve. And I think, you know, a part of me changing my focus and removing things from being considered as a personal brand to a brand for humanity, it takes away the idea that it's about one person. It's about everybody. Because if one win, we all win. So I love each and every one of you. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm going to let y'all go. You all are in my thoughts and my prayers. You'll probably get some emails from me just confirming what we've talked about tonight as far as things that you've decided to take. And then I'll probably do it in the form of a spreadsheet. And so as others listen to the recording or watch the recording and they say what they want to do and take, then we'll keep adding that so we'll all know what everybody's doing. And then it'll also let us see where we have holes and what we need to do. I think that's all for now. For those that will look at this video or listen to this recording, please make sure when you get to the part where we're talking about selecting an assignment, make sure you send me, call me, or text me what you feel that you can do, and we'll get you on the list. Also, for Monique and Carla, who have already said they'll start doing some research about the promo boxes. If over the next day or so stuff start coming to your mind, you have some ideas, just put that in one or two places. You can send it to me. We'll look at it. You can start sending me stuff as early as whenever you see it. So whatever hits your mind or thought, you don't have to wait to a special day, because we need to start looking at those things, figuring out how much it's going to cost and things like that to get it done. So I think that's all. Y'all good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, cool in the pool. Thank y'all again for being a part of the call. And I will talk to y'all later. 16 days. All righty. Holler at y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.